Hello, beautiful evolving beings. Yes, myself included. I started a part 1 of our Conspiracy Theorists Delusional and what psychologists' definition is according to the diagnosis code. And I was all so fired up. I think the sound stopped at about 11 minutes. So where I left off, please go back and listen to the beginning. It will make part 1. It will make more sense. However, where I left off is if you follow the psychologist's definition of delusional, you find out some amazing things. And I apologize upfront to the psychologists who are doing the work when a truly delusional individual does walk into their office and a true schizophrenic walks into their office. But what we're talking about is how systems have misused and labeled people incorrectly. And delusional, when I was trained, which I was very clear, was the DSM-3. Again, I worked with children with cancer. I did not work with delusions and schizophrenia as a profession. But we were taught that if someone is delusional, they are not oriented times 3. And I was going through how oriented times 3 means they know their name, they know the time or date that it is, and they know the place where they are. So if someone comes in and claims to be Jesus Christ, for example, and they really believe that's who they are, then no, they are not oriented. If somebody comes in and says it's 1829 when it's 2023, they're not oriented by time. And yes, if they turn around and they say they are in Wisconsin when the place that they're having their treatment or their visit is in New York City, then they are not oriented by place. Now, there is a fourth orientation I see that professionals are now using, which has to do with situation. My point is, when I was a psychologist, children were dying. Individuals have out-of-body experiences for a reason to help them with the death process. If you start to realize that only one part of your multidimensional being is here on planet Earth, you cannot use this terminology because this terminology does not fit a multidimensional person. It locks you into a label or a category. And to be honest, what got me so fired up was something I had never seen before, which is there are syndromes now listed for schizophrenics who have been defined as delusional. The 3 syndromes that I just read about made me just wonder how people are going to be able to live in a society if they are being defined as though they're, quote, crazy. So these 3 syndromes, I guess some of them have been around since 1923. I had never heard of them before. So I'm learning just as you are learning. I'm evolving just as you are evolving. I just happen to be brutally honest. The first one is Capgras syndrome. Again, it falls under schizophrenia. Here is how it is defined. Belief that a loved one has been replaced by a double or alien that is not the person. Okay, guys, we all better walk ourselves to the loony bins right this moment, because you are going to start to find out as we ascend and as we learn about our multidimensional beings that some of the people who you think they are or not are not. I'll let you in on a little secret. Military secret. Clones exist. Doubles exist. Masks exist. And yes, even aliens exist. So, if we go by this syndrome, any conspiracy theorist who brings up this topic will be defined as delusional, then schizophrenic, and have Capgras syndrome. This is not healthy for professions to define in these ways. The second one, Frigioli syndrome. I could be pronouncing the names wrong. A person believes they have met or know a person who is a stranger to them. Well, there you go. Haul me off again to the loony bin, because there are people you meet on your path through your lifetime when you are open and observant and feeling, and you go, you know what? I think I know you, or I think I've known you before. I started a job one day. I walked in the very first day. The girl behind the counter looked at me and she said, "Oh, I know you from another lifetime." I was blown away because I never speak about these things. Another person turned around. I had walked in, placed an order, and the person said, "I know you from a past life, 1929, in New York City." And I was like, whoa, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So if all of us now who are starting to find our so-called soul tribes or individuals we resonate with or people we have been through other lives with, then you know what? You might as well just walk us all up and exterminate us all by labeling us this way. Number 3, Cotard syndrome. COTARD' syndrome. A person believes they are dead or dying when they are not. Up. If I could tell you the number of people who are going through ascension symptoms right now, which is why any of us who have been through it will turn around and say, you don't necessarily need a medical doctor. They may not necessarily know what's going on. If you need one, that's fine. But you feel like you're dying. Your dreams are releasing, letting go of so much stuff that you may dream about every person you've ever known in this lifetime and then start having vivid dreams about other things. You may be going through every symptom in creation, from hot flashes to migraines to rashes, you name it. Anything and everything could be going on with your physical body. Heart palpitations you've never had before, waking dreams that you don't remember, vertigo. I talk about that, I think, in one of my first videos. Whoa, things that you simply cannot label. So, the point is, please open your mind and try to do research to find out more about what's going on with you or your loved ones. And if you happen to have in the past thrown out quickly, "Oh, this conspiracy theorist is delusional. Oh, they're crazy. Are you kidding?" And then fallen into all the traps that lower our vibration. Is it a flat earth? Is it a round earth? Have we done this? Have we done that? Which I will address a few of these. you may want to once again pull it in and look at your belief or indoctrination issues first, because you may find out coming up what you've seen on the news, around you, who you've spoken to, situations that seem a certain way, Hollywood stars, you name it. You are going to start to find out that the things that you think or you took for granted were the way they were are completely the opposite. And that is enough to make anyone feel temporarily crazy, which is why so many light workers now are here, because we will not leave one person behind if they so choose to move into the higher dimensions. It's actually not us, it's universe. Those who have already decided to go into the lower levels, again, it's probably a soul contract, or this is what they choose to do. Let them go. Let them be. Try not to define them. The reason I'm bringing these terms to light is because I'm hoping you will learn how programmed society is. And I don't want you stuck in a system that no longer serves you. So if I can say anything to those who are, quote, suffering from a conspiracy theorist in your family or a friend or a spouse, I think you may want to turn around and give them a hug or start to listen what they may be saying, because it is very possible that they have information and tapped into something that is too hard for you to believe, too hard for you to move beyond. And if it means sending them these two videos together, send them the videos. It may not be something you can say to other people, but coming from somebody who was in the field may help. Now, I am not saying that all conspiracy theorists have it right. Oh, no. Some people jump on a bandwagon. Oh, we just got this news. So they start touting and talking about a situation or what they believe or who might be who or where things are. And they get all excited in the drama of it. Forget the facts or truths and are simply there to spread more rumors. I have no interest in getting caught on that train. And in the end, it is not for anybody else to take your power away or to tell you what to believe. But it is up to you to go inside deep and start to look at every single solitary thing that was placed in your life. Because many times those things are placed there to wake you up. You can continue to sleep. You can wake up. The choice is always, always yours. And light workers and starseeds, walk-ins, wanderers, whatever, are here to love you exactly where you are at this exact second and try to give you the tools to help you move forward if that's something you really want to do. And the last thing that we're going to do is try to put you into a box and tell you to live in it. And to make you comfortable in that box, I'm just going to pour in some more medication. Think about it. Why did they want my patient, a child with cancer, who was dying and having out-of-body experiences, why did they want to call her delusional and give her more medication on top of the other medication. Well, I burst out to somebody because I was upset and hurt and angry and turned around and I said, it's the psychiatrist that needs medication, not my patient. So, yes, I'm human. Yes, it happened. Yes, I'm evolving. These days, there is no reason to get angry. There is no reason to try to prove anything to anyone. If they are not ready to hear or to listen, they can't hear you. You could talk until the cows come home. They would not be able to hear you. So there is your long thought for the day. I am sending you so much love, so much hope that you will expand your thinking. So if this has helped you or if it has clarified something, please make sure to like, subscribe, share. Certainly send this off to your friends and family if you feel like they might need a little bit of a wake-up call, if you feel this was helpful. If you have suggestions, please feel free to email at askdocstarseed@gmail.com, where I will be taking a bunch of questions and responding to them in a recorded format as I try to work through all the technology issues. So I thank you so much for your time. I know this was a long one, but I thought it was worth sharing. And it shows you I'm evolving just like everyone else. I will make mistakes. I sometimes come up with thoughts that I do have to reverse later on, but I'm upfront. I'm honest. I will tell you the truth. I don't want these systems held back from you. So go live a beautiful, wonderful day. Try to find your passion. You've done your work for the day. And if you can, do what I mentioned in the previous video about resetting your mind, resetting your vessel every time in the morning and every time at night. It really, really does help. And all I want is for you to thrive. Love you.